been and why you should listen to it is that there are certain key takeaways for the upcoming committee that's coming up. So they say that celebrate endings, for they precede new beginnings. As in the end, you get to look back and say what a journey it's been. So, how the journey had started was with the 150th meet, which was Paragon of Panache. There, Christy Maria Babu, the powerhouse of energy, was the president. Srishti S. Chadra was the secretary. I was the vice president, Divya Someshwar. And then we had Vivek, the surgeon at arms. Maunish was the public relation officer, and Bhaskar was the treasurer. So our committee members started off like this. And this was just the start that we had with the 150th meet. I remember that we had the support from the previous past committee, Lakshmi, Aditya, Bhargav, Srivatsa, all of them were part of the supporting, they always made sure that we had a lot of support at the back end. Now, another thing is 151 meet was Genesis, which meant the theme that we had was every like a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. We dare to take that single step, and coming forward, it's already been 25 meets that we've done. So given that, the key takeaways that we got to learn together were, one was time management. Goes without saying that time management is something that we really got to learn, when to be on time for the meet, to have a lot of participations and everything that was happening. So time management was something that I really learned. And backing up with all of us from the past committee members, Christy was like the powerhouse here. And apart from that, also we had a lot of team building. The other thing, time management and event management. Like during the meet, sometimes we just have a little technical glitches here and there, but we still made it a point to cover up for each other. So that is something that I got to learn while taking up this leadership role, vice president. Even Christy has gotten to learn a lot. So these are the major key takeaways, and why you should try. All of you here, part of the forum, can try to be taking up these initiatives too. This will be for 25 meets, and then coming up the next 25 meets, there will be another set of students who are eager to take up these responsibilities, because you get to learn so much. And then third one was the networking. We got to meet so many of you here on this forum, although digitally connected, physically connected. Also, we've had some physical meets. So those were the key takeaways, and I got to learn so much from all of you about what you're doing in your life, how you're managing chartered accountancy while also being part of this forum here, and dedicating every Sunday to being part of this forum to grow yourself. So that is something that I really enjoyed being part of. And then fourth one was accountability. So accountability in the sense that once you give your word about being for the meet as one role, you make it a point that you show up every day in spite of any of the challenges you will be facing. You make it a point to be there for the meet. So that is something that we are imbibing on a day-to-day basis. So in a sense that we were building habits. So that is something that I really cherished. And then fifth one, of course, the major motto of this forum was the fear of getting over public speaking. So public speaking is pretty much something that everybody just feels a lot like there will be fear about what you got to say, how the other person is going to perceive. So given that, I really did have this forum to share my own thoughts. So that is like one safe platform to share my own thoughts. So that these are the five things that I got to take away from being part of this forum. Given that, the first step that we took was in faith, because even we didn't know what we were doing, but that was the first step, and we took it in faith. We didn't see the whole staircase, and now that we are in the last step of the staircase here, we get to look back and see what a journey it's been so far. So, given all of those, the hardest part is starting, but once you get started, the rest of the journey is so much more easier. So, given all of those, I really do cherish being part of this forum. And another thing is, now that we're going forward with this, I really would like to see a lot of people coming up for this forum, and taking up new initiatives would mean growing as a person too. So 150 fourth meet that we had was collaboration with the Udupi branch. So there was another lot of event management that we happened where we collaborated with the Udupi branch, and then we created this impromptu speak, which was for the 154th. 155th, we had the debate competitions too. So all of those gave us a lot of growing that we had to do, and talking to a lot of new people from the SICASA Speakers Forum itself. So given all of those scenarios, it's been last but one. We still have another one, and we'll still be there for the support. So given that, now we're going to move ahead with the whole forum. Now I'm going to be calling over the smiling sweetheart, who, mind you, is also a district level throwball player, and her name is Srishti S. Charja. Srishti, over to you with the minutes for the meeting.
Thank you, Divya, for such beautiful words. Good morning, everyone present here. Minutes of 173rd meet held on 23rd Jan 2022. Commencement of the meeting, scheduled time 8 am, actual opening time 8 am. Sergeant at Arms Bhaskar Marathi welcomed all the members, introduced the theme, code, word, and color of the day. He then explained the guidelines and code of the conduct of the meeting. Presidential Address Vivek Ram, the acting president, delivered the presidential address in an enthralling manner. He spoke on the theme of the people, by the people, for the people, and shared his view on the democracy. Master of ceremony, Ashrit Shroff carried forward the meeting in a reminiscent manner. He introduced all the speakers, role players, handled the meeting in an interactive manner. Shankar Malya gave his P9. He spoke about the education system prevailing in India and how it affected Indians. He insisted the audience to set a benchmark and to analyze the areas of improvement. Surbhi Dattatri gave her P2. She started her speech with the words of Guru Pandit Birju Maharaj. Riyas never ends, as no one can attain complete perfection. She spoke on the acronym CCE by sharing her experience of public speaking. She kept the suspense alive till the end of her speech and revealed the audience that CCE is the abbreviation for consistent continuous efforts. Butterfly session. The butterfly session was handled by Srishti Chaji in a funny and interactive manner. She gave equal opportunity to newcomers. General evaluation. The general evaluator of the meeting was CA Sujata Raghuraman. She evaluated each speaker and Google Meet in a genial manner and suggested the areas of improvement. Winners of the meeting. Best prepared speaker, Surabhi Dattatri. Best individual evaluator, Srivatsa GN. Best butterfly speaker, CA Ramindranath Rao Aditya Kollapuri. Best role player, Srishti S. Chaje. Sahana Lokesh was declared as the best listener of the day. Closing remarks by President Christy Maria Babu. The President expressed her gratitude to all the participants for attending the meet and making it successful. Meeting urgent at 10:30 a.m. Thank you. Over to you, President.
Thank you, Srishti. And now, to run the whole show and to sail the ship forward, we have introducing to you all a person who introduced me to the forum here, to this lovely platform. And he's also a CA final student. I've seen him grow up from being a shy type to a confident public speaker. And he always enjoys a good game of cricket. So over to you, Adarsh Upadhyay. He will be the master of ceremonies, and the stage is over to you, Adarsh.
Divya, for such a lovely introduction. Yes, let's say there's a hypothetical situation where a dog called Jimmy asks Suresha, what's a sign of happy people? Suresha says, happy people are the way they are because they know that while things may or may not work out, they gave the best shot. And there lies the joy. Your best shot is your benchmark. Respected GE, Master President, and all my fellow speakers. Good morning to you all, and welcome you all for the 174th meet of the SICASA Speaking Forum. You know what? We must all give a pat on our backs. You know why? It's 8 a.m. in the winter morning, and we're all up and giving up all the comfort of sleeping on Sunday morning, especially who are working or doing their article share. They're doing something to grow yourself, and this deserves a round of applause. I request all of you to give a big round of applause for yourselves for being this much dedicated and committed to grow yourself. So, guys, this is the 174th meet, last but one, the penultimate meet of Christy and her wonderful team, I should say. Being one of the oldest members of SICASA Space Forum, I've seen this forum grow. But now, the times are different. COVID has changed our lives, and we have transformed from physical meetings to online meetings. We all know that online meeting has its own challenges. Overcoming all the obstacles to make the SFF this popular and this number of people showing up shows that forum has grown to a next level. Christy and her team has done a tremendous job. They were dedicated, creative, committed, and have taken the SSF to another height. So guys, please give it up for Christy and team. I request all of you to unmute yourself and give thunderous rounds of applause to all the team members. To call out Christy, Maunesh, Vivek, Cos, Divya, Christy, and all of them deserve a great round of applause. I request all of them to unmute yourself and give a big round of applause. I could hear only two of them clapping. There I can see the signs. Yes, thank you so much. Now, moving forward, it's time for us to welcome our GE. Our GE is a practicing chartered accountant. He had been a speaker at the national and the state level convention conducted by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India on topics related to taxation. He's a faculty at ICI, Coimbatore, and also he had been speaker in various study circle meetings and budget seminars on taxation. I heard that he connects everything to a story. So I'm pretty excited to hear from you. So guys, let's give it up for CA Anish. Sir, over to you.
Thank you so much, Adarsh, for that wonderful round of introduction. So today's my role is to evaluate the meeting on a general scale. So before doing that, may I take the help of my tag team? So may I call upon Rohit to give the guideline as a timer.
I'm audible. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Good morning, all of you. As a timer, I will timing all the speakers today, prepared speech and butterfly session speakers. For the prepared speech, minimum duration of the time between minimum of 5 minutes and maximum of 7 minutes. I will change the color of background color at 5 minutes at green and 6 minutes yellow and 7 minutes I'll change background color at red. And butterfly session, each butterfly must speakers have a minimum time duration between 1 minute to 2 minutes. I will change the background color to green at 1 minute and red at 2 minutes. And each individual evaluator have 2 to 3 minutes. At the end of the meet, I will present my report by called upon general evaluator. Thank you. Over to GE.
Thank you so much, Rohit, for elaborating on your role. So now may I call upon Vikram, the grammarian, to explain his role.
Thank you, sir. Hello, speakers and guests, as well as Anish, sir. I am Vikram J. Adi, playing the role of grammarian for this penultimate meeting for the committee. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any misuse of English language, as well as outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of today. Sir, I'll share the screen. Is it visible, sir?
Vikram, 1 minute. I will share the screen. Just a minute.
Okay, okay.
Vikram, you can unmute yourself and speak.
Hello?
Yes, Vikram.
I got disconnected. Sorry.
Okay,
Am I
I will
audible
share
now?
the Yeah, you are audible. I will share the screen once again. Just wait a minute.
For today's meeting, next slide. For today's meeting, the word is penultimate, which means last but one in a series of things, or second to the last. For next one. Next one. Example, the penultimate chapter of the book. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of today, word of the day. I'll give a word of day and grammatical usage report when called upon during the meeting. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Vikram. So now may I call upon the filler word counter, Chandana, to explain what their role is.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. It was nice to see everyone on the speakers forum today. And I'll be counting on the filler words today of all the participants and reporting at the end of the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Chandana. So I'm delighted to work with this team. Thank you so much. And over to MC Adi.
Thank you, Anisha. General evaluators have always been the mentors of the SICASA Speakers Forum. They help grow us, and I'm expecting and hoping Anisha would mentor us all and give us valuable insights. So, can I have Anvit Hegde? Can I hear from Anvit Hegde? Anvit, are you there?
Hello. Am I audible?
Hi, Anvit.
Hello.
Yes, you're audible. Yes, you're audible.
Yeah.
Hi, Anvit.
Hi.
Can you expand me on how did you get to know about Speakers Forum and what you're looking forward in here?
I got to know about Speakers Forum from my good friend Bhaskar Marathi. So
Wow.
I'm here to improve my communication skills, and I'm usually a introvert. So I'm looking forward to improve my public speaking skills and other interpersonal communication skills.
Thank you. And with rest assured, you
Yeah.
continuously attend the meet.
Yes.
You'll
Yes.
be good at public speaking.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anil. Prepared speeches are the integral part of the forum. The speakers come prepared and speak about the topic or particular subject they know about. And today, we'll get to know about three people because all of them are going to give their project one. So I request the individual evaluator, Christy Maria Babu, to walk us through the objectives of the project one. Over to you, Christy.
Again, good morning to one and all present in the meet. So
Good morning.
I'll be the individual evaluator for P1. Project 1 is the icebreaker. The goal of the project is to prepare and deliver a speech talking about yourself. Make sure that your speech has an opening, body, and conclusion. You can share 2 or 3 anecdotes, which is all the stories which is related to your life. You can speak about your hobbies, your family, and your dreams, and the places you have lived in. So try to speak for a minimum of 5 minutes and a maximum of 7 minutes. All the best to the speaker. Over to others.
Thank you, Christy, for such a wonderful walkthrough of the objectives. Now, I'd like to call this person who proclaims herself to be a hardcore feminist and the person who'd be more connected to Pani Puri rather than people. She believes in believing herself and she says that she acts according to situations and not people. Without further ado, with a thunderous round of applause, let's welcome Archita Sudan for her P1. A big round of applause, guys. Over to you, Archita. All the best.
Thank you. Mom, I think I should become IS officer. Oh wait, should I get into aeronautical engineering? Or should I get into medicine? So many change of plans. As a kid, I've always been this person who questions every comes on way. Have you seen someone who cries to get into school? This is Archita. I'm right in front of you. I cried, I fought, I did everything possible. And being a single child and the pyari kid, my parents had to listen to me and put me into the school. I'm from a village named Kadri. So in villages, you do not have this concept of nursery or pre-nursery. So they have directly put me into LKG. And do you think I would have stayed quiet there? No, if I did, that's not me, okay? I used to crawl and come from my LKG class and certain UKG classes because I believe that I know everything that is taught in LKG and why am I supposed to sit there? And because of this, I even had underage issues when I shifted to Bangalore in my 7th grade. I already mentioned that I'm from a village, right? So coming from a village and settling in a place like Bangalore, it was very difficult because back then English was just a 100-mark paper and never a means of communication to me. Here, everything is taught in English. And what was tough was to make friends, and what was more tougher was to tell myself that I'm one among them. Things seem to like end even before they start because I don't know what is happening. People made me feel that I'm not good as them because my communication is not good, my English is not good, my dressing sense is not good, and whatnot. And it took me some time to prove myself that maybe I'm not good as others today, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be better than them in the future. So these school memories of mine made me learn one thing in life: not to discourage someone because you do not know what the person is capable of. And moving on to my college life, I did my PUC from Jain Vivipuram College. First thing that I remember about my PU college is masal puri. Okay, you get one amazing masal puri near my college. That is Hari Super Sandwich. If not tried, you must try it. Okay, and okay, let's not talk more about this because my mouth is already watering. Something that my college has taught me is that grades are not important. What is important is whichever field you are in, whichever field you choose to be in, give your best, excel yourself in that. And this is something that I have learned from my college. After so many change of plans, I finally settled in CA field. I finished my articleship in BK Ramadhyani and Co. And something that I've learned in my articleship period is that how to sustain in a desert. When I joined my firm, my ideology is not when it is even now, my ideologies is so different from that of my firms. But I enjoyed there. I have so many experiences. I learned so many things. So I can stay in my firm happily. I can stay anywhere. And guys, no offense, please. Okay. Um, I gave my exam this December and waiting for my results. And most important is the future plans. Management has always been my thing. My final goal is to be an entrepreneur. Okay. So that's why I want to do MBA. If I actually close my eyes and think of where I want to be, it's going to be the place where I make decisions not just for myself but for my organization. This is the role that I want to play. Too many projects hit me and go like to work on, but one thing that has constantly stayed in my mind is to create a platform for housewives. I personally believe that housewives have so much of talent in them which is hidden and unexplored because they vested their time in managing their families. So if we give them something where it is very flexible and they do not have to give their full time, or they can work whenever they're actually free or whenever they want to, they're going to create wonders. Personally, there are certain things that I believe is that creating value for myself is not enough. Creating value for the society is very important to me, and that is the reason why I make sure in my day, in my life, I give some time in involving myself in social development activities. And that is the reason why I'm part of organizations like Rotaract, Feeding India initiatives, and other things. My personal goal is to have my own NGO. Okay, wait, let me rephrase it. I will have my own NGO. Okay, this sounds much better, right? um Currently, what is important according to me is to identify your stress buster, because learning to will happen. But tomorrow when I come home with this baggage in my head, I must know what I should do at that point of time to relieve my stress. And for me, that is dance. I'm a trained Bharatanatyam and belly dancer. So I sit in exam hall, you play music, and I start dancing. That's how I enjoy dance. Okay. I don't know how it is with others, but with me personally, I have certain realizations in life. I keep realizing things. The most recent one and the most important one is that acceptance of your flaws. And I think once you accept it, they're not your flaws anymore. I'll give you an example. My bass voice is rough, and because of that, I can't sing well. It comes like rough voice I have. Okay. So I know it. So tomorrow, if someone comes to me and tells Archita, your voice is rough, you do not sing well, I'll be like, I know it. So literally, my flaw has turned into not a flaw anymore just because of my mere acceptance. And this is something I totally believe. And to do anything in life, what is very important is to believe in yourself, your own support to yourself, and your parents' support. And I am blessed with my parents' support. They are my backbone. And something that they've taught me is that whenever you think your presence is required, or whenever something wrong is happening in front of you, you go, you fight for it, you react to it, and respond to it. And that is implanted in my brain. And the most important thing that I follow, at least for this session, is not to take more time than that is allotted to me. Before that, I have to thank each one of you, because time is very precious. Okay. And you have given that to me. And like, listening to someone, and listening is an art, you've been so patiently listening to me. So thank you very much. Last but one, the motto of my life is that I have voice and that need to be heard. And SICASA has created such beautiful platform for people like me and others to share our inner thoughts. And to all the people who's working for this platform to go into a bigger scale, more power to you guys. I'm so happy and so proud of like all of you for all your efforts. So thank you very much. Archita, signing off.
Wow. So I didn't feel like P1. I mean, I couldn't find a filler word. That was amazing, Archita. She deserves a thunderous round of applause, everyone.
Thank you guys.
And being a foodie, you suggesting being a foodie, I'm a foodie. Thank you for
Okay.
suggesting. Thank you for suggesting the Chats Corner in the VV Puram, we know all that VV Puram chat space is what it's famous for.
Yes.
And kudos to you for your social development activities, and your speech was a swagger, I swear. So thank you so much, Achita. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Looking forward to your more speeches like this.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Moving forward, I'd like to call this person who's from Kola. Gayatri is the topper of a college and even secured a rank in university. She says her mom is her inspiration. That's really sweet. I'm sure we'll know more about your mom. And and she loves to live with a joint family. Before that, I'd like to call Divya Someshwar to give the objectives of P1. No, I think the objectives are already mentioned. So I just want to observe this candidate, under your belt. So guys, give it up for Pavitra for her P1. Pavitra, over to you.
Thank you, Adarsh. So, good morning to everyone. I'll start my speech with a quote. You were given this life because you are strong enough to live it. For everyone, childhood is completely filled with the memories. It's the same for me as well. Ours is a small family consisting of my dad, mom, and my two brothers. I'm treated by all of them with utmost care, and which makes me that feel like I'm a precious girl. Whenever my dad used to purchase any household appliance or any toy, any snacks, I'll be the first person who is going to try it, and it was me who would have destroyed it too. When we think of our childhood, the first thing that comes to our mind is the school. Without her presence, we went off to our childhood school, isn't it? The teachers, the board, that stick, how many sticks the teachers are used for us to beat, that chalk piece, that slate, sharing of snacks with friends, right? When I think of my childhood, I'm recollected one of the incident in particular that I was at 8 years old maybe, and I had been to a pool along with my siblings. They were unhappy that I don't share anything with them, like the toys and the snacks. So they have planned me to have fun with me by pulling me into the water pool. Uh, when we got back to my home, my mom saw that my drenched clothes, and to punish my brothers, she thrown them into a dark room and locked them inside a room for a while. It's such a joy to think back of time spent then. When I was in my seventh standard, my dad bought a new calculator. I was under the assumption that having a calculator is equal to that of having a computer. I used to tell to my friends about it, and I also believed that it was only me who knows to operate it in the entire world. Because when we type two digits in a calculator, it is going to show two digits in one screen. Like 9 into 9, if we press means, it will show us 81. So when I press two numbers, it will showing two numbers in single screen. So I was in that assumption. After passing my 10th, I joined for PUC, where everyone used to carry their own calculators, as it was mandatory for everyone. It made me to realize having a calculator isn't such a great deal. But they still remember me for showing them how a calculator, that is a computer, works. Whenever any of my school friends get in touch with me, they ask whether the computer, that is the calculator, was still working or it is still alive. It automatically brings a smile on our face. There will be the people who treat us wrong even when we did the right things. But don't forget and be sure to thank them for making you strong, because in general sense we call that people with a brand name called enemy, right? If i any if i ask any of my classmates as who is their enemy or who is your enemy, he or she will definitely name a person. Or probably when I ask who is your enemy, she may tell my name also. There is nothing shock in that. But in my case, instead of a friend, a lecturer become my enemy. I'll tell you why and how. During my second year of BCom, when the exams results were out, I was literally flying in the sky because of securing high marks. But there is a saying that even one drop of poison can deteriorate the entire poison. I didn't think it would take place in my life, but God is so crazy, He made me to experience it. Let me tell you how. One of my classmates, her name is Mani, she scored 90 marks in a theory subject and average in all practical subjects. But I had scored almost 90 in all practical subjects, and in theory subjects also I was at 80s range. My lecturer enters to the class and I was the topper of the class. Instead of saying congratulations or congratulating me, you people know what he told. Anyone can score high marks in practicals, but it requires courage and knowledge to score 90 marks in a theory. I was like, whether practicals didn't need the knowledge and courage to secure more than 90. And the greatest thing was, he was handling as the accounting subject. See how crazy people are. And it was the last time I did restricted myself from expressing my feelings, becoming the topper, becoming the highest. That day I decided to build my courage, and so I started studying the theory subjects. And one day finally I got felicitated from him in front of a huge crowd when I became the topper of my college in BCom in 19th batch, that is 2019 batch, where I had secured 90 plus in theories and practicals with 95%. That's the day, with a smile on his face, he told, I know you have got negative impression on me from that day. To bring out that courage in you, I told like that. At the same time, I asked myself whether he was trying to escape from the remarks, or he made early he or that he made that he really intended me to score high. Being the very good girl that I am, I came to a conclusion that definitely he is trying to get away with his remarks. And even during my post graduation also, I have received the same privilege of being topper of my college. That's what I told at the beginning. Be thankful for those people. Because of him, now I improved in theory subjects. Later, I got to do internship in MNC called Mahindra Aerospace Private Limited, which is located in Narsapura, where I got immense knowledge about the aviator section. You know what is aviation? The where the wings are going to manufacture. I made good friends there with my colleagues, and built a good relation with the department heads inside the organization. Along with my interest in academics, I'm also drawn towards dancing, where I have received more certificates. And like many of us, I'm also a bathroom singer. I like to spend more time with my families. I really love joint families, especially like to spend time with that grandparents. I call myself as golden lady because I was born and brought up in Kolar, where the gold is extracted more. Now currently residing in Bangalore, the metropolitan city, with my husband and in-laws, and with one great grandma. I really love her so much. Finally, I would like to say one thing to everyone, that it was a thing like eagle, which where it can fly above the clouds to avoid the rain, where other birds are searching for shelter. I cannot expect us to be a eagle because we don't have wings and that long beak, and moreover, our weight won't allow us to fly, right? So I didn't tell my name still. So big hi to everyone. This is Pavitra. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pavitra, the golden lady of SICASA Speakers Forum. And yeah, speaking of the calculators for CA students are close to their hearts. And your story, your P1, your speech was pretty inspiring. And yes, as you said, there should be a person who should spark a fire in us and to do or achieve something. A big round of applause, a big hand to Pavitra for her P1. Wonderful speech, Pavitra. Kudos to that. And can I have Shamli Nair? Shamli Nair. I'm spelling it right. Shamli Nair, can I hear from you? Hi, Shamli.
Yeah,
How are you?
hi, good morning. Hi,
Good morning.
everyone.
Good morning. And how did you get to know about the Speakers Forum? What are you expecting? And which city changed your life? Can you expand on
Uh,
that?
yes, I can. I got to know about this forum through one of my friends. Actually, I think he was participating in a debate competition. So that's how I got to know about this forum. And I think it was post-July exams. So I thought, anyway, I'm not doing anything. So let's just see what's happening there, and I'll join and see what happens. So initially, joined like that, and I kind of enjoyed also the meetings. But then over the period of time, I used to forget that there is a meeting that is being held on Sunday. But thanks to Christy, like every time she reminds me that there is a meeting and I have to be there. So I think it's for her only that I come every Sunday. And even if it's for like late or whatever, I come for her. So that's one thing. And I was brought up. I am from Kerala, but I was brought up in Uttar Pradesh because my parents, both of my parents, have been working there before they got married. So my schooling and everything was done there. And for my articleship, I went to Pune, and I was there for 5.5 years. So I would say the city that really changed me is Pune, because I went there and I've learned so much. I met so many people, and in all honesty, when I was in Jhansi, I don't think I really knew how to present myself, or how to stand among some people, or how to go out and talk to other people. I was not this confident like I'm talking right now. I don't think that if I was that girl who did not leave that place in Jhansi long ago, I don't think I'd be attending this forum with you guys and talking to you guys right now. So I think the place that has really changed me, and it's always going to hold a special place in my heart, is Pune, because it gave me the confidence that I needed. It made me the person that I am today. I might not have become a chartered accountant, but that's okay. I have realized that becoming a CA is not, it's not the entire life. There are so many things that you have to do, and I think I am becoming that person every passing day. I my growth and everything that I see, and I just becoming very emotional for me talking about it, because I didn't think that as soon as I join the meeting, I'm going to be, presented with this question, and I'll have to talk about my experience. There are so many things, and I don't know that if I can put it into words in like 5 minutes, that what it has been. And also I feel that I am somebody who cannot really express the feelings properly. I'm really bad at expressing emotions and feelings. So I think I'm just blabbering now. Okay, fine.
That's
That's
all
it.
right. That's all right. That's all right. Nice to hear you, Shamli. And yes, as Divya said, Christy is a powerhouse. I think sometimes I really attend for her. She always sends, she always updates me with the meetings, and she really is an inspiration. A great round of applause for Shamli. And moving forward, and another thing, if you ask me which city changed my life, it's Wuhan of China, because it brought the COVID, and suddenly all of the things in our life changed. So if you ask me, the city that changed my life is definitely Wuhan. All right, so we are running out of time. Moving forward, I'd like to call the next speaker, and before that, and you, this speaker will be evaluated by Shristi. I hope Shristi is observing this, listening this. And this person is a CA final student. He likes playing chess, listening podcasts, watching chess streams, and he is active in stock market. High five for that. Even I am active in stock market. And let's give a hand for Afreen Mullah for her T1. Big round of applause for Afreen Mullah. Over to you, Afreen.
Thank you, Adarsh. Good morning, everyone. What do you call a person who is enthusiastic about so many things? Be it CA, be it chess, be it stock market, or just want to know about things happening around her. It's me, Afrin. The name Afrin is originated from a Persian language, which means to praise, which Rahat Fateh Ali Khan has done it so precisely in his famous ghazal, Afrin Afrin. I was born on 3rd September 2000 in Gadal, a place most of the people away from North Karnataka might not be aware of. It's a place where a famous classical poet, Kumaravasa, is said to have written his epic Karnataka Bharata Katha Manjari, which is a Kannada rendering of Mahabharata. Heading from an engineering family and being a topper of the school, it was believed that I will be taking science, but I wanted to do CA. This reminds me of a famous scene from the best movie made on the Indian educational system in India, Three Idiots, where Farhan says, Abba nahi manenge. But in my case, Abba maan gaye. Yes, I must thank my parents here. They never forced me to take science, neither commerce nor arts. They just allowed me to take what I want to do. They allowed me to follow my passion. Okay, and this also made way to my sister to pursue her BCom degree. Okay, the career decision which I took even before completing my teens proved to be correct, proved to be right when I analyzed the fields and the opportunities available to us post CA. CA journey has taught me many things. Moving out of family to a Silicon Valley of India has given me self-confidence. It has made me self-dependent. It has made me realize the importance of family. People get homesickness, but I feel I get mummy sickness, or I would say ummi sickness. I'm not a huge fan of a song, but this song from a movie, a biopic based on a real life hero, Nirja Banod, makes me remember my mother. Whenever I remember her, I listen to this song. This this song in the song Nirja Banod is addressed when my mother does it. The heart-touching lyrics and the melodious voice of Natasha makes it a must-hear song to all, and especially to Maa Ki Ladli Betis. I remember this dialogue from Kota Factory, the famous YouTube web series based on IIT. In that, the faculty, the Jitu Bhaiya, the favorite teacher of all the students, says, कोटा में आईआईटी की तैयारी करने से पहले कोटा में रहने की तैयारी करनी पड़ती है. Which means before you prepare for IIT in Kota, you need to prepare yourself to stay in Kota. Isn't it true for every student moving out of the home, regardless of the course, right? Yes. Jitu Bhaiya, such a wonderful character, right? Do we really find such teachers in life? Yes. I am really lucky to find such a mentor in my life. It's my school mathematics teacher, Santosh sir. He has been guiding me since my school days. Every time I have my exams, any major decision of my life, or any results, my first call goes to him. I want his wishes to be always with me. Being an extrovert person, talking with family and spending time with friends is my favorite pastime. But instead of traveling, I would prefer being with my loved ones. But wait, can't this both be together? Traveling with the loved ones would be a much better option, right? Yes, same happens whenever I go to Gadag. Most of my time would be spent with my family and friends. Spending time with them is the thing I do when I visit Gadag. Lockdown has brought me closer to chess, the sport which I learned from my sports enthusiastic father in childhood. I watch chess streams, I solve Sudoku, I love solving Rubik Cube. Talking about sports, I cannot miss out on cricket. I have become a crazy Indian cricket fan since 2019 World Cup. Last year, there have not been some good news for me. My favorite player, Mr. 360, has retired. Kohli has left his captaincy, but still, Salah Cup Namde. Just to be aware of stock market, we need to be aware of so many things happening around us. Be it politics news, be it lockdown news, be it the conflict happening between Russia and Ukraine. You need to be aware of so many things happening around us. But it is equally important to know what's happening inside me. In this world of plenty of information, I have been consuming podcasts based on self-improvement, lives of masters of each field like Sir Vishy Anand, young entrepreneurs like Raj Shamani, etc. My favorite podcaster being Ranveer Alabadia and Ayu and New Show. Technology has made our lives easier, but at the same time, social media has made us addicts. I am a YouTube addict. I don't use Facebook, neither Insta nor Snapchat. Just give me YouTube. I would like to mention one YouTube personality here, Mr. Gaurav Taneja. How many have you heard of Flying Beast? Such a multitasker and all-rounder, right? To those all who aren't aware of, he's IITN, he's Mr. Delhi, he's pursuing LLB, and also a wonderful blogger. He inspires me that we can do n number of things, but we just need to be passionate. I'm passionate about my CA. I wanna pursue my CA like any other CA final student. My goal is to my goal is to clear CA final in my first attempt, which is to be happening in November 2022. Creating a passive income source is my penultimate goal, with the ultimate being financial freedom. My bucket list is incomplete without mentioning that my goal is to build a house for my mother, which she wants me to do, and also making my father travel Australia. At the end, I would like to say, मैं उड़ना चाहती हूँ, दौड़ना चाहती हूँ, बस रुकना नहीं चाहती. Thank you.
Thank you, Afri. Thank you so much for quoting a dialogue from Ye Jawani, Ye Diwani. That's one of my favorite dialogues from that film. And you have quoted several movies which are my favorite, The Three Idiots, and They Quote a Factory. And yeah, after Professor from Money Heist, I like Jitu Bhaiya. And all the best for you for your goals. I mean, you have wonderful goals, wonderful hobbies. I think making your parents happy is the ultimate goal of your life. Kudos to you. Kudos for everything you said. All right. Without taking, again, give a big round of applause for Afri for our P1, guys. So thank you. Thank you so much. So without taking further time, I would like to move on to the most exciting segment of our SICASA Speakers Forum, which is the butterfly session. I mean, most of them who are attending the session would come for butterfly session. I find it a bit challenging, but exciting. I mean, to think of that quick of a topic, I think I find myself in a hard place. But it will be quite exciting and interesting. And for that, we have a person who is interested in economics. He is an economics lover. He likes to read the weekly magazines. He likes spending time looking at the clear blue sky as he feels it declutters one's mind. And he's one who is compassionate towards understanding the lives of others. And I should really say he's one of the sweetest persons I've ever met. Give it up for Vivek Ram, who is going to be the butterfly master. I'm sure he's going to lit up the stage and make the session interesting. Over to you, Vivek Ram.
Yeah, thank you, Adarsh, for the intro. So, as Adarsh said, it is the most awaited session because you get to let out the butterflies in your stomach. So, I'll tell you how it goes. I'll call upon a name randomly and I'll be presenting you a table topic on which you will have to start off without any delay of time. So, and you get to speak a minimum of 1 minute and maximum of 2 minutes. Be calm and be as expressive as you can. So, the first person who I would like to call upon is Shahinsa Khan. Are you there?
Yep, I'm there.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm there.
Your table topic is, what are you grateful for?
That's it, huh?
Yeah, that is all. Just let us all know what are you grateful for, like why you're thankful for it. It could be many factors. Go on.
Right, so, am I visible?
Yes.
So what am I grateful for? So it could be, well, I'm grateful for whatever had happened in my past life, with everything that's happening and everything, because in my life, nothing is normal. It comes up, everything, sometimes it's always crazy that's going to happen in my life. So let me give an instance of my articleship itself. So I had joined the ASA Associates LLP, that is in Jayanagar. So when I just joined, I had to choose a specialization. So I had chosen the internal audit as my specialization. So once I have joined there, I don't know what happened. Then suddenly the sir approached me, the manager approached me, and he said, "You're really good in doing internal audit, but do you want to study the internal GST part also?" So I said, "Okay, I'll do it." But then again, he said, "Do one thing. You go for the internal GST department for 1 month and just learn whatever you can. and then we'll look into the 4 part. At that moment, I was literally, I had no clue what's going on, because as soon as I went to the GST department, they handed over me the annual returns and said, do the annual returns and give it, and which I had no idea about it. And then after a pretty much hard time, then I went back to sir, and then he gave a few motivation and advised me about doing this and this, which was really good. And now when after coming back to the same department, I feel like, yeah, it was a good time. It was, though it was the starting moment was really tough, but it was really uh, thank I would thank him for giving such an opportunity and all. Over to you, Vivek.
Yeah, that was a nice bit of info. I never knew that we could do annual returns in the GST department itself. I guess you had a great experience.
Yeah, but having no idea about GST is really crazy.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. So the next question goes to Anvit Hegde here. Can we have you?
Yes.
Anvit Hegde, yeah.
Yeah.
If you could time travel, to which year would you go back to, and why?
Which year? I think I would go back to the times of freedom struggle times, and witness all the hardships of our all the independence struggle from that time. Yeah, that's about it, I guess.
You can speak much more. Let me know if you want some other topic, because you just took 25 seconds. Do you want to speak on some other topic? Do you want some other topic? Let me know. Okay. One more question for you. One person whom you trust the most, and tell us, how did you build the trust? What are the circumstances, or just like that? Anything which you feel.
Okay, the one person I trust the most is my father, and I think he has been the guiding force throughout my life. And every decision I take, I take his suggestion and go forward about it. And he is the take me in the direction, in the right direction, even if it is right, even if I fear to go in that path, and he would let me guide me in that. Yeah, that's about.
Yeah, thank you, Anvit. And next question goes to Sahana. Can we have Sahana now?
Yeah.
Should homework be banned for school-going children? That is your question.
Hello everyone, I'm Sahana Lokesh. So thank you for the question. Homework actually should not be banned. It's good for students to learn whatever they have done in class.
Yeah, Christine.
Especially for me, I love writing.
Hello.
Instead of studying, I like to write. Whatever, even now, whatever I study, I write and practice. So homework must be there. It's like a revision for students, and if there is no homework, then I think everyone would be so happy. Like they'll be nothing to do at home, and it shouldn't be banned, I feel. Thank you.
Thank you, Sahana, for that. The next person whom I would like to call upon is Vinod Raj. Can we have Vinod Raj? Vinod, are you there?
Yeah, Vivek.
Yeah.
Can you see me? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
your
Vivek.
question is,
Mm.
climate change is natural.
Yeah.
Do you concur with me, or do you feel it is man-made? So yeah.
Obviously, Vivek, I'll concur with you. Climate change is actually a natural thing. Whenever I know human beings started innovation something new every time, every day, we are saying that we are innovating, we are changing the environment, we are changing the technology, we are going to upgrade everything. But the thing is, uh, uh, climate is also reacting to the same thing naturally, automatically. We can say that because of our reaction, climate is changing, but it's not reaction. We can say that it is necessity for them. It's inevitable. When we do something action, there will be reaction from every side. So climate is also reacting us in their own way. For example, people are saying that corona is just a gimmick. We are saying that corona is not a natural thing. That's what people are saying. It is created by someone else and displayed in the world. So climate will react, or what is it? Same way in the go to the technology. Earlier we used to say electronic vehicles is just a dream. Today we have invented electronic vehicle. Why? Climate is also shown their different view to the society. So we have invented electronic vehicle. Sometimes it's a reaction of from the human side to the environment. Sometimes it's a vice versa. So climate change is not a just to do, it's by natural. It's a by default it will happen. There is only external efforts actually. That's what I feel. Over to you, Vivek.
Yeah. Nice one, Vinod. Even I do believe partly it is a natural occurrence. And next question goes to Siri. Can we have Siri now? So yeah. Should India have a bi-party or a two-party democratic setup like in the US?
Should India have a?
Bi-party or like a two-party setup, just like how it is in the US?
Mm, okay, yeah, got it. So, for those of you who don't know, bi-party simply means just two political parties, either representative of Democrats and Republicans, like the US Constitution follows. But as India truly is, in complete a sense, a multi-democratic nation, it just seems fit that we have more options. If we just came down to the brass tacks of Rahul Gandhi and Modi, it would seem unfair for a country to be solely governed by two individuals or two ideals. But we're the second largest population on the planet, and it makes sense for a huge part of our population to be given options, to be given a sense of freedom of choice. And that comes not through a bi-party system. So if in any sense India does follow it, it'll be more on the basis of ethnic prejudice or a sense of even voting by force and not voting by choice of convenience because there's limited set of individuals represented. If you look at the entire country and how it works, we're looking at individuals from the Shiv Sena or not just restricted to the BJP and Congress. So in that sense, a bi-party system would be deteriorative for at least our country. I think that's my belief on it.
Yeah.
Back to you, Vivek.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Yeah, we as a whole, there are a lot of ethnic groups and the regional sentiments change from one state to another. So we can't follow a bi-party system like in the US. I do completely agree with you. The next question is to Shamli Nair. Can we have Shamli Nair?
Yes.
Yeah. So is poverty a state of mind?
Um, oh my God. I, that's a tricky question. I think I think yes. Poverty is a state of mind. I would give you my example that see I have pretty much everything that a normal human being needs in their life. I have a roof over my head. I have food to eat. I have both my parents alive, and I have a beautiful family. And I would consider myself pretty rich, okay, if you see from the perspective of poor people. And I, instead of being grateful for this life and instead of being grateful for everything that I have, I always think I don't have a job, my CA is not complete yet, blah, 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 blah. So I think, uh, but I am trying to change that perspective of mine. So I think, yes, it is, because if you see a lot of poor people, they have not seen all this. They are pretty satisfied and what do you call? Uh, they're very content with whatever they've got. So I think poverty is a state of mind, because whoever has more, they want more, and those who don't have anything, they're pretty happy and content with their life. So I think yes. So I would say I would give that a yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I did like your take on it. Thank you, Shamili.
Thank you, Vivek.
Yeah. So the next question is posed to G. Can we have C and E, sir?
Yes, friends. So, first of all, it was wonderful mentioning. So, can I take the help of the timer so you can?
No, sir. Just a minute, sir. I'm posing a question to you. This is part of the butterfly session.
Sorry. Yeah. So, yes.
So, one advice which you would give to your younger self.
One advice you give to your
younger self.
Younger self. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So the advice I would be giving to my younger self is, number one, stop being lazy. And second one, I used to flunk in my exams. So probably be serious about what I was doing during my school days. And the next thing is, I used to give a lot of trouble to my teacher. So yes, so be nice to your teachers is something I wanted to say. And so probably I was very mischievous and giving a lot of trouble to the teacher. So that's why I'm a teacher today. So probably all the curses turned into some blessing to me. Yeah, so that is something. And I used to love sports. So I play professional badminton. So these days I've quit badminton. So to my younger self, I could say that probably work more on what you love. And yes, someday you would become something you love to be. So that is something I wanted to say. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, G, for it.
Thank you.
The next question is posed to Kavana. Can we have Kavana?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. You're audible, Kavana.
Vivek, am I audible?
Yeah. Yes, you are. A non-biased news channel is impossible. We do see that news channels are either tilted towards the left or the right. So do you believe a non-biased news channel is impossible?
Hello.
Yeah. You're audible, Kavana.
Hello.
Did you get the question, Kavana, or
Hello.
should I give you some other question, Kavana?
Hello.
Kavana, I'll get back to you, and the next time when I call you, I'll put the question in the chat box. Never mind. The next person who I'd like to call is. So this question goes to Aditya Kolapure.
Am I audible?
Yeah, yes, you are.
Yeah.
So, quite simple one. How do you annoy your sibling?
Oh, how I annoy my sibling? It's very interesting question. So Yesterday evening, I was speaking to my elder sister. So basically, let me clear that I never annoy her. It's she who annoys me. So it's other way around. Um, like we were discussing about what is going in my life, and as all of you, most of you who know me are aware that I'm into the process of examination and preparing for myself for finals. So I was discussing how is my life with her, and suddenly she said that why are you giving multiple attempts? What is the requirement to give so much of attempts? And I suddenly got defensive with her, and I was trying to just defend her by saying that okay, this CA is this thing. I will get wealth in future. I have so much of opportunities. I'll earn so much of money. I can take care of my parents and blah blah blah. And really, she even maybe with this reply being defensive, she never thought that I will get defensive with her. But she was expecting that okay, it's okay to just be okay. Like Shamli Nair said that it's okay. CA is not the end of the life. She just meant to say that it is not the end of the life. Okay, you are giving your best, give it, but just think that you are not harming yourself by just giving multiple attempts and just not knowing where you're going and where you're heading. So that was our conversation, and we both were annoyed with each other. And then after 1 hour, we discussed about that and we switched off the phone. Over to you, Vivek.
Yeah. Thank you, Aditya. It was nice knowing the conversations you have with your sister, like a part of it. The next question goes to Divya.
Hi Vivek, are you able to hear?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, Kavna.
Yeah,
Am I
sorry,
audible?
it got disconnected. Yes, I'm audible.
Yeah. So I have another question for you. So speech to text will be replacing keyboard in the next 10 years. What is your take on it?
Sorry, what?
Speech to text would be replacing keyboards in the
Speed,
next 10 years. What is your take on it?
speed to text, is it?
Yeah, speech to text. For example, you on the microphone, you dictate and it will type it for you. So speech to text
Okay.
would be replacing keyboards. What is your take?
Yeah, I think that is a great thing that can happen in the future because typing in the keyboard is always an issue. Like there can be any spelling mistakes that we can make. But the same thing when it is actually told through mouth, that will be very helpful because whatever we say, it will automatically type. So that will be a great thing if it comes up in the future. And but even for that, we should ensure that the audio connection is very good for that matter. So I think replacing the keyboard with what we speak is a great invention that is possible in the future. Thank you.
Yeah, good Kavna, but you could have touched upon one more topic that is privacy. You can't do speech to text when you're in the middle of a crowd. It's okay.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But
Yeah.
at the same time, we can't carry our keyboard everywhere. So I think even just telling it in audio would also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you on it, Kavna.
Yeah.
So the next question is to Lakshman. Do you have Lakshman here?
Hello.
Yeah. Hi, Lakshman.
Hi.
The question posed to you is, which was the last movie or the book that you read?
I usually I watch movies. Recently, I saw a series of Suits, which was presenting in Netflix, and it gave a good motivation to prepare for my law exams, and it is like being a professional person. It gave me a good
Lakshman, I think your voice is breaking.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, you're audible now. You're audible now.
Can I continue now? Hello?
Yes, please continue.
Yeah, I have recently saw a webinar. Sorry, that is suits. It's regarding a law-based firm, and I was motivated to pursue my further roles and all. It gave a good professional ethics and all. Taught me a good professional ethics.
Lakshman, did you finish?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've watched only quite few episodes of Suits. I mean, I had to complete it. So the next question is posed to Madhusudan Reddy. Can we have Madhusudan Reddy? Yeah, do we have Madhusudan Reddy here? In that case, do we have Shrish Bhatt?
Yep.
Hi. So, hi Shrish Bhatt. The question
Hello.
posed to you is, whom do you admire the most? As simple as it is.
Okay, I gotta say I admire myself the most. Hashtag self-love or whatever that cringy stuff is. Yeah, if it wasn't for me, I wouldn't be doing anything. I'm a very lazy person, and whatever it has to be, if it is not something that I want, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, if it is something that my dad asks me to do, I won't do it unless I really want to do. And whenever I study, right, if it is something that I don't like to study, I'm not even going to touch the book. Say, be it business studies. I'm a second PU student, by the way. Um, say I'm studying business studies and there is a boring chapter. I just skip over it. I'm like, okay, damn this. I don't care if I fail in this exam. But then I'm like, okay, it's for me. I need to get good marks in exam. And then I sit to study and I can concentrate. So if it wasn't for me, I wouldn't do anything. I would be a total failure. And that's exactly why I would love myself.
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. Nice to have you here. I feel you're confident enough to admire yourself. So the next question is posed to, can we have Chandana?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So if you were to be an animal, which animal would you be?
Uh, this is an interesting question. Like, if I want to be an animal, I would like to be a dog because that is a pet which everyone loves the most. Like, it gets so much love from the humans. And last time I got the same question relating to the pet only in the session. And yeah, the most animal I want to be is dog. That's what.
Okay. Was it the same question that was posed to you?
So not the same question. I can say they told if you if you're having a pet in your house, which one it would be or something like that. But
I don't know.
related to animals.
Yeah, maybe it's the choice of the fate that only questions relating to pet are being posed to you. Let me know if you want another one.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So here, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
Sorry?
Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. A quote.
Behold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me know if you didn't get it. I have another one for you.
Yeah, you can tell me the other one. I didn't get that.
Okay. So, social media makes the society at large less happier.
Less happier. Yeah. Everyone knows about social media nowadays. Because of social media, the relationship between the people is getting far. Like relations, people are getting far. And yeah, everyone are only dependent on mobile nowadays. Even for reaching out to people, they want mobile. Even it has advantages, many advantages I can say, but not in the case of love. This is what. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah. Thank you, Chandana, for your time as well. So, the next question can we have Ravindranath, sir?
Hello.
Yeah. Hi, Ravindranath, sir.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. The question that is posed to you is what is your most memorable moment or the moment that you felt proud about? You feel proud about?
Yeah, I mean, I get such moments very often, proud moments, whenever things happen for the efforts we put, we'll be very happy. One of its kind is, I mean, students in orientation, the way they enter the orientation, the way they exit, that kind of transformation to see that and the charm in the face, that is a moment which I always cherish. I always wanted to be a farmer. When I had my own piece of land and that was a desert, barren land. When I converted that into a fertile and started getting the harvest out of it, the fruits out of it. I mean, again, that was all the efforts which I enjoy. I remember, and even in my profession, when I deliver or give some consulting work, and the client is very happy, and he comes back with me just not with the fees, but an certificate of appreciation or a kind of gift. I mean, again, that gives me a proud moment that yes. It is. I mean, I am there for the service of the people, and it has reached their ultimate goal. And even in my family, when I see the smiling faces in my kids, in my wife, and in my parents, again, those are all the beautiful moments which I cherish. I would like to have those moments with me, kind of forever. So in every aspect of life, I look at that moments which can become a part of my experience and give me a good direction. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity. Back to you.
Yeah, thank you, Ravindra sir, for your time as well. So the next question is being posed to Jay Sharma. Do we have Jay Sharma here?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you feel are the top 3 habits that everyone should inculcate in themselves?
Okay. The 3 habits I would like to mention is, first thing, they have to be passionate about whatever they are doing. Second thing is they have to be dedicated to it. And third is whatever they plan, they have to execute also about anything what they have planned accordingly. And these 3 habits, actually there are more. It depends on the way we form our path, I could say. But can I have any other topic which I can talk on for a longer time if possible?
Yeah, sure. Let me know which is the travel destination that you have visited and which you really liked, and how do you feel spending time there?
Oh, okay. Thank you for the really good topic, Vivek. I actually like going to Kanyakumari because the best thing what I like over there is I've never seen a place where we see the 3 colors and 3 different oceans meeting together in one place. The Arabian Ocean, Indian Ocean, and the Bay of Bengal. We can we can see all the 3 over there, and that's the travel destination where we have a memory with our parents also. place which we had visited. I was really grateful to be there, and penultimately, that is the word of today. Uh, that's the tip of where they say the South India, where the India, it's the tip of the point where is the last place of what the India's territory is. So thank you, Vivek.
Yeah, thank you, Yash Sharma. Even I'll make it a point to visit Kanyakumari. So the last question is now posed to S. Preeti. Can we have S. Preeti here?
Yes, am I audible?
Yeah, yes, you are. So, Preeti, what I would like to ask you is, whom are you most close to? Is it your mom or dad?
Oh, it's a very difficult question. Though I am close to both of my mom and dad. But when it comes to sharing things and point of views, I would say it's my mom, like most of us. Uh, my dad is a kind of he's a person like he will put up the point he wants to tell. He's a very nice person and inspiring person, though. He's a not good listener, I would say. So when it comes to my mom, she listens to me patiently, be it right or wrong, listens to my points and my sibling, my brother's points as well. The opposite party's point, she listens completely, and then she comes up with a solution or advice, whatever it be. So in that case, and I am close to my mom, I would say. And as I'm married, now I'm getting to know the struggles or not struggles, I would say, the things, efforts the mother takes. So nowadays I'm getting to become closer to my mother after becoming a mother myself. So I'm closer to my mother for these reasons. And I'm close to my dad as well for his confidence and inspiring sense. He is a school dropout and now he owns a grocery store. I know the struggles and uh, path he has come through to reach this level. Maybe because of the rough path he had, he has become a rough or a bad listener. I mean, not good listener, I would say. When people see him, uh, they don't get to gel with them, like kind of. So he seems to a rough person, but he's really sweet. So nowadays I'm getting to become closer to my mom. Thank you. Over to you, Vivek.
Yeah. Thank you, Preeti. I did really like your uh, answer. It was so honest. Now it's back uh, to the MC of the day, Mr. Adarsh.
Thank you so much, Vivek. That was indeed an humdinger of a performance, humdinger of a session. It was nice to hear from all of them the thoughts they put up, and I found everyone to be confident and the intuition and the conviction in their thoughts. And I think it's a great progress as public speakers. So, without further ado, we'll like to go to the next part of our SICASA Speakers Forum, that is the current affairs session where we get to know the latest news and things. So for that, I'd like to call Shahin Shah Khan. He is pursuing his CA final course and doing his articleship in ANA Associates. He likes to play guitar. He loves cooking and binge watching movies and series, including the language of Turkish and Korean. And a big round of applause for Shahin Shah Khan. Over to you, Shahin Shah.
Thanks, Adarsh, for such a great introduction about me. And I'll be sharing the screen. Is it visible?
Not yet. Yes, it's now.
Yep. Greetings to everyone present over here. I'll be giving the key current affairs of this week. And moving on, first would be the that the government, the Ministry of Union Agriculture has amended the guidelines of the submissions of agriculture mechanization, which to provide 40 to 100% of the subsidy to the for purchases of drones for agriculture purpose. So after this amendment, they had made that the purchase of whatever the cost of the drones that are used for agriculture or 10 lakh rupees, whichever is lesser would be granted. The second one is the Prime Minister of India had unveiled the hologram statue of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose on his 125th birth anniversary, that is Parakram Divas on 23rd Jan. And this statue is being installed in front of the India Gate in Delhi, and it marks as a what is it is being installed as a memo for his as a tribute to his immense contribution towards freedom struggle. Third one is that we had celebrated our 76th Republic Day on 26 Jan 2022, and this Republic Day marks the date of date on which the Constitution of India came into effect, that is 26 Jan 1950. And on 26 Jan 2022 in the evening, since there was no morning event happened, the sky in the sky over Rashtrapati Bhavan in Delhi had lit up with a vibrant drone formations. Then the Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla had launched the official mobile application for the Parliament called the Digital Sansad app, which would enable you to access the proceedings in the Parliament, as also including the upcoming Union Budget 2022. And with this app, we can not only look into we will be able to access the Parliament and its proceedings, and also not only to the members of the Parliament, but also to the public of the country. Then it's the this Financial Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will be has set up to present the Union Budget on the coming Tuesday, that is 1st February 2022, and here lots of people are expecting a huge relief from the tax paying and all the financial related part because of the pandemic. And with this, I conclude. And this is Shansha Khan signing off. Over to you, Adarsh.
Thank you, Shesha. It was pretty amazing to have your screen. It was really eye-catching. The PPTs and all, really informative. Thank you so much for your information, and a big round of applause for Shine Shah again. So now, I'd like to call Anil Kumar. Can I have Anil Kumar?
Yeah.
Hi, Anil.
Yeah, right.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
All right. How did you get to know about the forum, and what was the best moment of 2021 of yours?
2021 of years. Okay. Actually,
First you got to answer. How did you get to know about the forum?
okay. Actually, I get to know how I get to know about this means through my office colleague actually. When I was joined this, which one is this? Okay. How did you get? I know this means through my office colleague only. When I get into horticulture, one of the day I pursue him like he's a second year student and I am a first year student. He told me about this SICASA form, but actually I know little about that. After that, I am literally searching for in YouTube. After that, I know that some SICASA form is there. He told me on that day. Okay, I saw that clips on YouTube. Okay, after that, saw that it is best to me actually because I am not able to speak on front of others actually influently actually. On that time, I am realized I can go there and I will learn something in that. After that, I will become something. I will get than that. And gradually, actually, I don't like this virtual. First of all, I don't like it virtual. I like to be physical only. On first day, I will commit him through that physical meet in race course road. Actually, I saw there also the others. Yeah, I get yeah, like that I get, and I learned something in this also. Um, his name is called Rohit. He's also a timer of the this meet. Yeah, thank you. And best of 2021 is I am joining. I joined CA on 2021st 6th January. This is the best moment. Thank you.
Thank you, Anil. Kudos on joining to CA. Welcome to the party. And yeah, this forum is all about networking, meeting people. Yeah, I miss about being in the physical meets, but I get to meet people, talk about things. I really miss that. So now we are, I think, running out of time. It's now for us to call for the general evaluation for look up for look into ourselves and look into the points where we have to improve. So for that, I'd like to call RG of the day, CA Anish. Yes, sir. So please take over and give us your valued insights. Great round of applause for CA Anish here. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Yes. So thank you, Adarsh, for calling me up. So I'll start with a story as I usually do. Okay. So this story is about my favorite person, Abdul Kalam sir. Okay. So there was one incident in his life which he could never forget. So the incident goes like this. He was working in defense ministry then, so defense research organization. So that's when they are planning to test two aircrafts. One is carrying a radar. The next aircraft is a testing aircraft. That aircraft that is going to test the aircraft which is carrying the radar. So the aircraft which is doing the testing part is AN-32 aircraft, and the other aircraft is called as Avro. Okay, so both Avro and AN-32 took off from Bangalore, which is like your place, and it is traveling Chennai Arakonam. So the seashore, it's traveling. So that's when the testing was going pretty good, and all the test results were positive. But unfortunately, when the landing was happening from 5,000 feet, they were getting down to 3,000 feet, and then they have to land. So at that moment, there was a technical glitch in the Avro, which was carrying the radar. They call it monodome. It will be a satellite-like structure. So what happened was it fell away from the aircraft. That created an imbalance, and the Avro aircraft was onto the land. It was destroyed. It was into pieces. It was bursted into pieces. There were 8 persons inside the aircraft, all dead. Okay, and they were not able to identify the phases of the dead bodies. Okay, so that's when the family members got to know the news about 8 people who were into the research and testing. They were no more. Okay, the entire family members came to APJ sir's office. So that was in Defense Research Organization. So they are standing right in front of APJ sir. So there was one lady with a 3 months old baby on. She was carrying the baby, and the first question which she asked to APJ sir was, "What answer will you give to this baby?" Okay, so that's the first question which is being asked. Next, right, and she is a newly married person. And the question being asked to APJ sir is, why did you do this to us? So that's when APJ sir is feeling so different. Never he has encountered such things in life. So after days, he is able to analyze what happened, and he writes in his book called My Life Journey. That's the name of the book. So that's when APJ sir says something which I feel it's very relevant to this forum. He says, today I am the president. I have been the president of India. So people feel that I am the greatest person. I am the first person in India, but it's not that. The reason why I am the president of India is because of the sacrifice made by a lot of people in their life. So that's why I'm here. So I have built my castle on all the sacrifices done by people who were working along with me. So their sacrifice helped me build my castle. Okay. So that is something which APJ sir told. I'm very sure this was perfectly done today. So in fact, there was some connectivity issue which Vivek was facing. So your teammates properly helped you out in this situation. So I just imagine how APJ sir would have felt while saying these words. Okay, so such a teamwork you people got. So the interesting things I loved was the presidential address, the 5 takeaways given by Divya was fantabulous, and she did it with a smiling face, so that was mesmerizing. And of course, then it was the walkthrough by Christy was done very well. And Adarsh, I could really say you stole the show. So your MC is like top notch. So probably I can find you somewhere in some television in the future. So you have a great flair towards MC. And the best part of this was the timer. Okay, so my tag team, of course. So it was great that you were showing the time on the side so that the speakers don't become so conscious while talking. Okay, so usually there'll be a bell ringing, but this was very professional of showing the timer on the side. So that was very good. And Archita, the prepared presentation was very good. And the way you explained that mouth-watering masal puri was like you were able to connect, and really like right in the morning we felt that mouth-watering sensation. And of course, one good thing I enjoyed in your presentation was, yes, you were talking about what dent you are going to create in the society. So that's where I could connect a book which I read called Ikigai. So your work should not only benefit you, it should create a vibe in people around you. So that was excellent, excellently executed by you. And Pavitra, talking about aviation, you did a perfect landing. So right at 7 minutes, you stopped. So that was a perfect landing gear. And I could say, Afrin, your way of speech was very philosophical, in fact. So one line which you used, what is happening around us and what is happening inside us, we should be aware of. So that was a great punchline you used. And of course, she was talking about social media addiction. So yes, people across the globe are getting addicted to social media, and because of which people are getting into a problem called borderline personality disorder. So this survey taken. So that's a nice message which was conveyed by Efrin. And of course, the butterfly session. Vivek, I really don't know from where you picked all these topics. So right from politics, climate, economics, education, science, and right to from the pets part, it was excellently picked. I enjoyed every topic, and yeah, sorry for that. I thought it's like towards the end we are approaching, and I thought my topic, I mean, I was not aware of the topic which was given to me. That was a bouncer, but it was, I really enjoyed that bouncer. Right. And after that, yes, coming to the next part, yeah, so one more value addition. The general evaluator was not in a black team, he was in a red team. But unfortunately and fortunately, I feel red and black makes a good combination. So I feel it was good that way. And overall, I could say it was a fantastic day spent. In fact, I learned a lot from you people, and thank you for giving such a wonderful experience and such a Sunday to start, such a beautiful experience and a beautiful Sunday to start with this week. Right. So thank you so much, and over to my tag team for their respective reports.
Others, you can call out the tag teams.
All right. So let's call timer of the day. So can we have timer of the day for her report?
Good morning once again. This is the time to present my report. The meeting was started at 8 a.m. Sergeant at Arch Christy Maria Bab took 1 minute 21 second, and the presidential address Divya Somshekar took 6 minutes 45 second, and Ministry Leader took Shushti took 2 minutes 41 second, and prepared speech Arshita took 6 minutes 38 second, Pavitra took 7 minutes 14 second, and Afrin took 7 minutes, and current affairs took Shaisha Khan 2 minutes 48 seconds. In a butterfly session, started at 8:56 a.m. By Vivek Ram. Shaisha Khan took 1 minute 42 second. Anvita Hegde took 1 minute 42 second. Sahana Lokesh took 44 second. Vinod Raj took 1 minute 26 second. Shiri took 1 minute 41 second. Shamili Naik took 1 minute 41 second. And CA Anil Sir took 1 minute 7 second. Aditya Kollapure took 2 minutes 8 second. Kavana took 1 minute 1 second. And Lakshman took 2 minutes. And Chandana took 2 minutes 6 second. Sheesh Bhatt took 1 minute 14 second. Ravindranath Sir took 1 minute 45 second. Sharma took 1 minute 48 second. And Preeti took 2 minutes 13 second. And all are eligible for vote. Over to you.
Thank you, Rohit, for your brief report. And now I'd like to call the grammarian of the meet. Can we have grammarian for his or her report?
Adarsh, you can call filler counter now.
So let's have filler counter for his or her report. Can we give a round of applause for filler counter role player? Christy, who is donning the role of filler counter? Christy, am I audible?
Yes. You are. Whose name was in the agenda? I didn't check it. Okay, Chandana.
All right. Chandana, can we have your report of filler counter?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, it's time to give me my report of filler words counter. I was astonished to see that many or most of them has not used the filler words. The following speaker did not use the filler words. Those are Archita Sudhin, Pavitra, Shimli Nair, Afreen, Sahana Lokesh, Vinod Raj, Siri, C.A. Anisher, Kavana, Aditya Kollapure, Sirish Bhatt, Rabindranath Sir, Jai Sharma and S. Preeti. I would like to thank everyone for participation and love the session. Ultimately, I would like to thank the members of SICASA Forum who gave me the opportunity to play the role. Thank you.
Bro, వీళ్ళందరూ ఎవరు bro?
Thank you, Chandana. Please mute yourselves. All right. So I think the grammarian report's ready. So can we have a great round of applause for the grammarian of the day? Over to you, grammarian.
Okay, thank you, Adarsh. So it's I thought it's a small role or simple role to perform in this meeting, but yeah, after watching Siri Shetty in last meeting playing this role, so yeah, this is not that simple role and also not that difficult role. So people who used the word of today are Christy Maria Babu, Divya, Vikram, Adarsh, Archita, and Jai Sharma. So today I could hardly find any mistakes. Some of them I could manage to mention, which are very silly, which I think very silly. I hope I'm not blabbering. So for Divya, she used technical glitch. Instead of technical glitch, she could say a glitch. And she also said stage is over to you. Instead of that, she could have said over to you, the stage is yours. Adarsh, one of the oldest speaker, he said, so it is one of the oldest speakers. Anvit, I'm usually a introvert. He should have said I'm an introverted person. Archita, she was using they're gonna create wonder, they wanna those words she was using. Instead of that, the word going to suits well in her speech or in a speech in a professional speech. Pavitra, she said, if I'm recollected. So she could have said, if I can recollect. Lakshman, he said, I have recently saw Suits. Instead of that, he could have said, recently I have watched a TV series called Suits. Anil Kumar R. I would like to be physical. He said, I would like to be physical. So he should have said, I would like to attend the meetings conducted physically, or I would like to meet people in person. So these are the errors that I could list out. So the for now, these are the list of words, quotes, thoughts, and sayings that I liked in the meeting. So some of the words are words used by the people are by Shamali Nair. She used the word blabbering. Afrin Mullah used bucket list. So bucket list was the famous word in last meet also. Siri Shetty, ethnic prejudice. CA Anish sir, flunk. It's a new word for me. His name is Shrish Bhatt. Shrish Bhatt. He used a word called cringy. Adarsh, he used a word called eye-catching. So these are the new words that I liked, and so I mentioned it. Thank you for the team. Over to you, MC.
Thank you so much, Vikram. You took a lot of effort to do an Excel, and that's an excellent job. Kudos on that. A great round of applause for Vikram here. All right, let's move on to the individual evaluation. So for the first speaker, which was Archita Sudan, I'd like to call Christy Maria Babu for her brief evaluation on the speech of Archita. Over to you, Christy.
Yeah, can I have Archita? Archita, can I just turn on your video on so that I can see you?
It is on, right? It is on.
Just okay. Now we are there. Okay. So first of all, it was a great speech. It was a galvanizing one. So I have a checklist. The individual evaluator checklist is there. So the first point is, what strong points does the speaker already have? The speaker was confident, good. She has a good content. She has a good command of the language, and she was passionate about what she was speaking. That's a good sign of a great speaker. You were passionate about what you were speaking. That's a good point which I have found in your speech. And how well did the audience get to know the speaker? First of all, the audience get to know pretty good about the speaker. She spoke about the village Kadari, and now she's settled in Bangalore. She spoke about her favorite dish, the masala puri. Then she spoke about her future career plans, doing MTA and doing entrepreneurship. Then she spoke about her dreams of starting and enjoy and creating a platform for the housewife. Then creating value to others. Then we come to know about Archita that she is a trained Bharatanatyam artist and even the belly dance artist. Then the second is, did the speech reflect educate presentation? Yeah, the speech was pretty good. You have practiced well, but in between there was some confusion between the alignment part, whether you have to start with the other part or what. You are little bit confused. Then did the speaker talk clearly and audibly? Yes, you have spoken clearly. Does the speech have a definite opening, body, and conclusion? I feel the opening was little lacking. You can start with a chord or something, but the body and the conclusion was good. And you have end your speech by 6 minutes. Nearly, it was about to 7 minutes. So you have done utilize the time properly. Then what could the speaker have done differently that would improve the speech? You could have practiced little bit more, but I would say that it was pretty well. But the opening could have been started with a chord, and then you could have improved on the transition part. You have included everything. You have spoken everything about yourself, but it could be little more, and the transition part could be little more effective. Then what did you like about the presentation? It was fabulous. I mean, I should say it was marvelous, fantabulous, and galvanizing one. People got inspired by your speech, the way you spoke. Oh my God, you have spoken for the first time in front of everyone. You have given your P1. It was not felt like it was a P1. So kudos to you for that. You have successfully completed your P1. Over to MC.
Thank you, Christy. That was an amazing evaluation. You used a lot of amazing adjectives. I think the grammarian should have noted all this. And yes, congratulations, Achita, on completing your P1. A big round of applause for both of them. So next speaker was Pavitra, and the evaluator was Divya Someshwar. I'd like to call Divya Someshwar for her evaluation of the speech from Pavitra. Over to you, Divya.
Thank you, Adarsh. Pavitra, are you here? Can you also please switch on your camera?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So basically, I really liked your speech overall, and as Christy had already showed you, we follow a P1. There is a checklist that we follow. So on that basis, what are the strong points that you already had was that you were given this life. You used the quote, right? You were given this life because you were strong enough to live it. I really could connect to that. One thing is, I don't know when you were giving the P1, had you had your camera on? Because I didn't. It was not on. Huh. So what are the points that you can improve on is because whenever you're giving a prepared speech, when you're connecting to the audience, your body language also matters and your voice modulation.
Yes.
So yeah, whenever you give a speech now, make it a point that you switch on your camera and you should have a little of eye movements or your hand movements make a lot of difference so that your audience will connect better to you. Okay, so those are the points that you should be working on. So next time, whenever you give your prepared speech, make it a point that you switch on your camera and use your hand also. Because hand movements make a lot of difference for your speech.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
and then how well did the audience get to know you? We got to know you that you're a topper, that you had a felicitation ceremony, and then you also had an enemy who you called as your teacher. But of course, you don't exactly have to. You at the end of the day, you actually told that he made a difference to you because he made you excel, right? So those are beautiful takeaways that you gave at the end. That's a good thing that you did. And even your job at Mahindra, Tech Mahindra that you did with the aviation, and even CA Anish sir mentioned that you made a perfect landing with the timing. Timing is very appreciable because you completed the speech in 7 minutes. That's a good point. Then did the speech reflect adequate preparation? You really had good preparation and you were well prepared for the P1, which is a good thing. And you got to keep it going on for the other prepared speeches also. So I really look forward to listening to your other speeches. And did the speaker speak clearly? You were very much audible. That's a good thing. Only thing is with the video. So just work on that the next time. Then did the speech have the definite OBC, opening, body, and conclusion? You definitely started with a quote. It's a good thing. You had a body where you included a story also. You had that of the eagle, right? Eagle flying above the clouds. That was a good thing. You included a story, even your personal element with the lecturer. So those are all personal elements so that the audience could connect to you. Those are all very good points that you had. And what you could have done differently, again, body language, your camera, and a little of your grammar. So grammar, I think the grammarian already pointed that out to you. Little on your grammar, there was a little glitch with that. But apart from that, everything else was good. So all the other things that I liked about your presentation is your voice modulation. You had good voice modulation.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Over to you, Adarsh. And kudos to you, you completed your P1 successfully. So you're very much qualified to give your other speeches too. Congratulations, Pavitra.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Divya, for such a constructive evaluation. I think it was wonderful hearing you. And you had insights for all of us about the facial expression, the hand movements, the eye coordination. And congratulations, Pavitra, on your completion of P1. Kudos to you. Looking forward for your other speeches. And a big round of applause for both of them.
Thank you.
So moving on, our next speaker was Afreen Mullah, and I'd like to call the individual evaluator, Shristi S. Charger, for the evaluation of the speech of Afreen. Over to you, Shristi.
Thank you, Adarsh. P1, the ice-breaking session. So you had 3 aims in your P1. You have to introduce yourself, speaking in front of a big group, and provide a baseline. Introducing yourself, you said about your life, your hobbies, your interests, and many others. You completed that aim. And speaking in front of a group, yeah, you were a little nervous, but you always remember that the audience is always supportive and understanding. So no need to be nervous. Though it was your first time, it was okay. Yeah, you provided a baseline. Though you are not from the, though you have no public speaking experience, you spoke very well in front of all the speakers. That was good. Now I have given a checklist. This is what strong points does the speaker already have. So I think you were confident, smooth enough, and you had a good communication skills. And also you wore the color of the day. You kept your video on. That was a strong points in your in you. Second thing, how well did the audience get to know about the speaker? So I think we came to know very well about you. We came to know about your family, your like your family is from science background, engineer family, and you and what was your interest and all. Next is, did your speech reflect adequate preparation? I think you lagged in preparation, though you did it very well. You were reading, again struck, and again coming back to your speech. I think you should have done little preparation. So if you were reading, you should read Huxley. Like you know how in wherever you go in long anchoring things, they have paper with them, but they always see the camera and then they also see the script. So you have to practice like that. But you was reading, seeing that side, and again coming back to speech. That was lacking in your speech. And next thing was, did the speaker talk clearly and audibly? Yes, you're clear and audible. Actually, while you are in hurry in giving the speech, you swallowed some words. That was the thing. You should note that. And next thing was, what could the speaker have done differently that would improve the speech? I think you should practice little well or practice more. You should practice in front of the mirror so that the nervousness which you see while giving the speech would have gone. So what did you like about the presentation? The moral of your presentation was you are a very ideal daughter to your parents because you wanted to take your parents, you wanted to build house for your mother and wanted to take travel with your father to Australia. I think you are the ideal daughter to your parents. And the best thing, you related all the small scenes of your life to the Bollywood. It might be the Persian, that Rahat Khan's song Afri Afri, Engineer Family, Three Idiots, Nirja Bhano, Jeetu Bhaiya, Maths Teacher Santosh Sir, Cricket Fan, many other. There are many things. I think your speech was, every scene was related to Bollywood something. So I like that very much. So I think all the best, Afrin. Thank you. Over to you, Adarsh.
Thank you, Srishti, for another constructive evaluation. And yes, I completely agree with the point you made that the practicing in front of mirror improves your public speaking skills. I mean, I had the problem of stammering, and I did the same by practicing in front of the mirror. I overcame my stammering. So congratulations to Afreen for completing her P1. Big round of applause for both Srishti and Afreen. So this was all about the evaluation, and the general evaluation segment comes to an end here. And kudos to all of them, all the role players, all the individual evaluators, and especially our general evaluator, CA Anish sir, for his insightful values, insightful thoughts. I think his story of APJ Abdul Kalam was inspiring and monumental in what about in the evaluation he did. And I think he has a contagious smile. I think his smile made his presence even more better. So thank you so much, CA Anis sir, for taking your time and being here in SICASA Speakers Forum and sharing your valuable thoughts. Thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Now I'd like to call upon the listener of the day for the listening section. Can we have a listener?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Very good morning to all of you. I'm Sahana Lokesh. Now we'll start the listener thing, the listener session. It's like penultimate session. So before the president closes the meet. So is listening important? Of course, it is important. There is a saying like talk less and listen more, but we do it vice versa. We'll listen less and talk more. We always think of saying what we have to say instead of listening to the present speaker. So now I'm going to pose certain questions on all of you so that you could answer them. It would be generic questions related to this session. So we can evaluate ourselves on how well did we listen to today's meet. So let us start. Before that, I would request Adarsh or someone to just note down who answers first. If you can help with me with that.
Sure. Sahana,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah, I would request all of you to go to the chat box and answer type the answers there. Yeah, let me start. My first question is, which was the web series did Lakshman watch on Netflix?
I think Vikramadi is the winner for this question.
Oh, yeah. Okay, my
Vikramadi.
question, to which department was Sahinsha Khan put for a month? Please.
What's the right answer, Sahana?
GST department.
Okay. So Vivek is the winner of this question.
Yeah. My next question, whom does Shrish Bhatt admire? The answer is himself, yeah.
And the winner is S. Preeti.
Okay. My fourth question, which animal did Chandana say that she would love to be? It was dog.
Again, Vikramadi is the winner of this.
Okay. My penultimate question, what is the theme of the day? Okay, it is last but one.
So the winner of this would be Vivek. And there's a tie between Vivek and Vikram. We have a penultimate question. No, the last question.
Last question, yes. Which was the dish Archita Sudan said that was mouth-watering? It was masal puri.
So again, it was Vivek who said the correct and the fastest answer.
Yeah. So today's winner would be Vivek Ram, who answered, I think, 3 of the questions first. Congratulations, Vivek. Thank you so much for this opportunity, for giving me a listener role, and over to you, Adarsh. Thank you.
Thank you, Sahana, and congratulations, Vivek. And Sahana, yes, it was an amazing session again. So I felt really good the number of people participating in the session. So we are going to the end of this speakers forum, the penultimate. The ultimate session of ultimate part of the SICASA speakers forum, and I had a really great time doing MC. You have been the great audience, applauding, appreciating everyone. So kudos on that, and again a big round of applause for all of you for actively being participated in the forum, and for whatever I am as a speaker, for whatever I am confident about talking, whatever it is about the public speaking. I owe every bit to SICASA Speakers Forum. I urge everyone to continuously attend the meets. I think consistency is the key. If you attend for around 25, 26 meets continuously, you can definitely be confident while you're speaking. So with this, I'll sign off. Thank you for being wonderful audience. I'll thank again Anish sir for being here and making us a good time with this evaluation. And thank you for Christy for giving me the opportunity for being the MC of the day. I hope I made justice to the role. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Over to Christy for the closing remarks.
Okay, before going to the closing remarks, please everyone turn on your camera or the video so that we can take a group picture. Kiran, Mohan, Siri, Suresh, Vikram, we have Shamli, Vivek Ram, then Sirish Bhatt, we have Mohan, then Anvit. Anvit, Kiran, Mohan, please turn on your video so that we can take a group picture. So let's wait for 30 seconds for everyone to turn on your video. We have still 6 more people to turn on your video. Suresh, Siri, are you there?
Yeah, give me 1 second, just join.
Yeah, sure. We'll wait for 30 seconds for everyone to turn on your video on. It's towards the end, it would be so good to see all the happy faces here. So we would love to see your faces. Please turn on your video on. Okay, just take a picture. Smile, please. It's our penultimate meet, right? It's done. So now the voting link is already posted in the chat box. So please give your votes. We will wait for another 1 minute to give your votes. Okay. So Maunesh will be there. He will be checking he will be declaring the Maunesh, you will be declaring, right? Okay, the results. But let's wait for 1 minute for everyone to give their vote.
Meanwhile, anyone who would like to speak on themselves, like to speak on this forum, what do they feel about this, are open to speak.
I just want to say something before we end this meet today.
Please go ahead.
And that would be that I think the first time when I had joined this meeting and in the butterfly session, a topic was given to me. I think I hardly spoke for 20-25 seconds, or I don't know if I spoke for that much also. So I think this forum in some way has helped me to speak on some topic if it is given to me like instantly. So I would really like to thank that friend who told me about this meeting, and also Christy, because I don't think if it wasn't for her, I would be joining the meeting, because she, as I told earlier also, she makes sure that she sends me the link, and she also sends me a reminder every Sunday before the meeting. So yes, that would be like, I want to thank Christy and all of you all, because I think you all are such sweet people, nice people, great people. Yeah.
We have Suresh here. I think he is new to the meet. So if you could unmute yourself and speak, it would be grateful. Suresh, are you there? We have Kiran here. Kiran, are you there? Mohan? I guess Sirish, but yeah. Sirish, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah, so he is new to the forum now. He is the son of Shriram Vatsa. So we would like to hear from you how you feel about the meet and how is the assessment.
I feel this is very constructive, and I've never seen people come together and support each other to grow in this way. And I'm not really an introvert, and I'm not even used to being an extrovert yet because of lockdown and stuff. But coming over here and speaking in front of you all, that's something I love to do. And I'd love to see you all next week again.
Thank you so much, Sirish. We would like to see you in the next meet. We have Suresh here. Suresh, are you there? Then we have SRK Raja. Are you there? Okay, who else? We have yeah, Mohan. Mohan, are you there? I guess there is no network. So it's fine. Maunesh, you can announce the winners.
Any guesses for prepared speech? Prepared speaker, prepared speech. Anyone, any guesses?
Sita.
And only one person is telling. What about others?
Afrin.
Yes, it's
Yeah, it
Archita.
would be Archita, Afrin, or Pavitra. All were good.
Archita.
Archita.
But at the end, only one winner will be there, and the winner is Archita. Archita Sudan. Congratulations, Archita.
Thank you.
What about individual evaluator?
Divya.
And the best individual evaluator is Divya.
Divya.
Congratulations, Divya. The best role player.
Adarsh.
Adarsh.
There was almost a tie between 3 people this time.
Oh my God.
Adarsh, Vikram and Vivek. There was almost very close tie between these 3 people. Any guesses out of these 3?
Adarsh.
Adarsh.
Yes, you're correct. Adarsh has won the best role player with just single vote margin. Congratulations, Adarsh. And even congratulations to both Grammarian Vikram J. Adi and Butterfly Master Vivek Ram. And what about best butterfly speaker? Today, almost all the roles, all the votes, everything is so tight. Even for butterfly speaker, we have 3 tight, almost 4 people has a very tight competition. 5, 5, 4, 3. So 2 winners were there. Any guesses? 2 winners?
Ravindranath sir.
And Anil.
Ravindranath sir is there in the list, but he is not there in top. Sorry, sir, you were dominated by Siri and C. Anish, sir.
Wow.
Congratulations.
So who is the winner? Siri and Anis sir, right?
Yeah, both are the winners. Siri
Wow,
and
great.
Anis. Congratulations to all the winners.
Congratulations to all the winners. So we have the best listener as Vivek. We have the butterfly speakers as we have Anis sir, and we have Siri as a butterfly speaker, individual evaluator Divya, and prepared speaker is Archita. So congratulations to all the winners. Now let's move on to the closing remarks now. It's a time because it's already 10:23. We don't want to waste the time because our time is also precious, right? So, firstly, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to CA Anish C. He has accepted a request. He was new to the forum. Then he has put an effort to learn how the forum works, and he is ready to take up the general evaluator role. So, kudos to CA Anish C for taking up the role and being with us for the past 2.5 hours. And thank you so much, sir, for that. Now, I would like to express my gratitude to all the committee members, Maunesh, Srishti, Divya, even we have Vivek and Bhaskar. They were always being a support system, and even for the new committee, Surabhi, Sahana, then we have Shansha Khan, then Chandana, and Anil and Rohit. These many people, if I miss out any name, we have one more PRO, right? PRO. Yeah. So kudos to everyone for being supportive. And one thing more, this is our last virtual meet for our committee. I would like to say this is our last virtual meet for our committee, because next meet, that is the 175th meet, will be our last meet for our committee. So we'll be conducting the physical meet either at Racecourse Road, or we'll be having in Vasant Nagar ICI Bhavan. So and most exciting thing is that Vijay Raja sir has accepted our request, and he will be the chief guest for our 175th meet. So we'll be releasing the posters soon. Everyone, please be ready. Tighten your seats and please be available at make your time available for 175th meet. That is on next Sunday, 6 February 2022. From 8 o'clock onwards, we'll be starting, and we'll be having the new committees coming up. Then we'll be having the prepared speaker, roll takers, everything will be there. So we'll be updating you about those things. So hope to see you all physically in our ICA Bhavan, Races Corner, Vasant Nagar. That depending upon the strength of the people who are gonna come, we will decide the venue. So thank you so much, guys. If you have any suggestions or anything, the stage is open to you now. So officially we are winding about meet. So anyone can want to speak now, you can speak now. So we'll be having 5 more minutes to wind up the meet. The stage is ready for you to speak up. Anyone who didn't get a chance can speak up now.
She can stop recording.